Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I hope you are having an amazing weekend, at least relaxing. I'm so excited to be here today to have this yummy conversation with you. Yes, there we go. We're live. Sometimes, like the whole thing looks weird, well, especially when it updates. So happy Sunday, everybody. I want to start with this quote, and it is from the scripture. It's one of my favorite ones. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The reason why I'm starting out with this quote or scripture is because it has a way of really introducing the importance of the Word. This is where we're in the time of the year where we begin to step into the what we want in the new year, what we want to create, what our word is. And I noticed, like, in the past years, that ritual of finding the word has really expanded. More and more people are finding their words or calling in their words, or however way they receive their word. But what I've noticed that not a lot of people are really talking about why that is important. Why are we choosing the word? So just like in the scripture, it begins with that. Think of the word, and I'm just going to dive in. Think of the word as the opening to your year. Basically, think of whatever word that you choose, or whatever word that comes to you, and I'll go into more details there. Whatever word comes to you, it's like a portal that opens up your entire year for you. So before I continue, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Mensa Bonsu. I am the founder of the Moon Goddess Academy and the Moon Goddess Circle, and also the host for the Sovereign Divinity podcast. So now that you know a little bit about the importance of the word, or the power that it carries, there's so many ways that you can find the word, right? What is my word for 2021? And I know if you're in this group, you probably already have your word. You've already selected your word. You've already written down your goals, or at least you're thinking about it. Maybe you haven't written it down yet, or you have a vision of what you want your business to be, or what you want to experience in the new year. When it comes to the word, and this is what I teach all my clients, it's very important for you to allow that to come to you, because the word is a frequency. And again, it's like a portal, right? So when you choose a word that you want that new year to be, you're opening that portal to, for example, let's say you chose the new year to be, your word to be inspiration. Your whole entire year, you are going to be living in a life of inspiration. That frequency of inspiration is going to permeate through every single area of your life, your business, your relationships, your connections, your work, everything is going to be in everything. The lessons, the challenges are all going to be surrounding that word. The gifts, the blessings, the miracles, they're all going to be surrounding that word. So when you choose a word from an ego, and when I say ego, I mean like there's no connection to your heart. You just choose it because it is like the word that is coming to me is like, because it makes you feel bigger. It makes you feel more important. Like usually there's no connection there. You just choose it. And this usually applies to the word abundance. A lot of people choose that word because they're thinking, yes, I want more money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you choose a word that is not in alignment with you, and this is where I'm talking about choosing a word that is in your ego, is choosing a word that is not connected, not from your heart. You just chose it just because you think you're going to receive something. When you choose a word from your heart space, or when you allow, better yet, when you allow your word to come to you, now that is alignment. And of course, for me, how I do it is actually I walk my clients through a whole process that opens them up to receive that word. The word is basically what the new year's energy is asking you to step into, to become, in order to be able to harness the most energy, be successful that year, to be more, more abundant, more joyful, to live the best life in that new year. That word that you choose is who you need to become, is how you need to be in order to have the best year ever. So alignment is huge. When you allow that word to come to you, you align, and it makes the whole year very easy. You flow with the year instead of feeling like the year is pimp slapping you around, like you're just flowing everywhere. Oh, we're going here, I'm going here. Oh, we're going here. No, it's like, I am here. This is who I am. I enter this year, in this universal energy, but this is my contribution to this universal energy. You step in centered and aligned. You're not being blown around. You're deeply rooted. It's a beautiful way to live. It's a beautiful way to operate. And again, it affects every single area of your life. So let's go through some of the words. What are some of your words? If you're here live with me, go ahead and drop some of your words. If you've already received your word, or some of your past words that you've used. This year for me, I chose, the words that came to me, it's funny, the words that came to me for 2020 is certainty and prosperity. So your word might have been gratitude, fearless, courage, strength, inspiration, creativity, abundance, right? Aligned, in flow, joyful, deeply connected, rich, or there's like a richly, open, prosper. What are some of your words? Drop that in the comments. I want to see it. It doesn't have to be a new one. Oh, exuberant. Yes. Exuberant. That's a beautiful word. Is that your word for 2021, or is that your word for this year? That is a beautiful word right there. So yeah, if you're here live, go ahead and drop your word, whether words from the past, or if you already know your 2021 word, drop that in. Let's pull those in. Right? So here's the other thing I want to talk about. And this is why it's important for you to allow your word to come to you, right? Courageous. Yes, courageous. Oh, that's a powerful one. So something about the word, usually I feel like when people choose the word, what they don't realize is that they're choosing both the light aspect of it and the dark aspect of it. And the way I explain the dark is more like the challenges. You're receiving the flow and the challenging aspect of it. In order for us to step into the flow of that word, for example, let's say someone chose abundance, right? And they're thinking about money. New creation, yes. Oh, I love it. I love your word. So, for example, someone chose abundance and they're thinking, abundance and money. Or perhaps they don't even specify what that abundance is, right? I'll come back to that. But what usually happens is that all of a sudden, that whole entire, or at least the beginning of the year, the places that are highlighted for you are where you are not abundant. So you might have chosen abundant because you're thinking money, but then the universe is like, well, you're not abundant in deep connections that nurture you. So that's where you need to put your focus. And so instead of you might receive money, but it won't be as much as you want it to be. But then you notice that you are receiving more friendships, more deep connections. That's where the energy is flourishing. And before you even receive that flourishing part, you get polished. You get polished so that you can receive more of that. So again, you might be shown at the beginning, when you were shown in that area of friendship, how you don't have any friends. And what is blocking you from you connecting with people. And how it's hard for you to connect with others and talk with others and really go deep with someone. And the work that you need to do. Perhaps you need to step outside of being shy. Maybe you need to be courageous and take the step and say hello to someone. But either way, you're first. The light, when the light comes in through the portal, it shows you in that area where you are not in that frequency. Again, let's say you choose creative, right? Or creativity. You're going to be shown in what areas you're not creative first. And then you're going to be shown how you can be more creative so that you can step in and embody that energy of creativity. I hope, like, if there's anything you get from this, I hope you realize the importance and how powerful and how big and significant the word is. We have an opportunity. It's literally a gift that we are receiving from the universe. When we receive that word, it's like we are asking to embody that aspect of ourselves. Now, if you're very intuitive, if you've been doing the work like I am, like spiritual, connected, there's sometimes that you see a word and you're like, that's my word, right? I mean, that's another way of the word coming to you, but that's you also choosing that word. And you would know it because it's not from here. It's like you see that word and it just hits you right in the center of your chest. Whoa, that's my word. It might even make you a little bit nervous. It might make you a little bit nervous. Like, I don't know. What is this going to be about? Right? And it might make you even a little bit excited about the mystery. Our words always have a sense of mystery because we don't know the entirety of what is bringing us. What we do know is that it expands us so that we can be more of the best versions of ourselves. Choose your word wisely. Better yet, allow your words to come to you. How do you allow your word to come to you? Set an intention. Simply by saying, I am ready. What is my word? What is the frequency? What is the energy I want to step into in the new year? What energy will allow me to feel, and then put it in, to feel, yummy, to feel in tune, to feel powerful, to feel confident. You begin to just say it, right? And then just open up for it. Now, you might receive a word immediately. Now, it might not be something that is like through meditation or, through your third eye. It might be like you step outside and you see a huge sign with a word on there. You're like, whoa, that's my word. Or you go on Facebook and someone posts something and you're like, oh, that's my word. Or someone says something and you're like, that's my word. It will come to you in a way that you might not even think that it would. It might come to you in your dreams. Or it might come to you when you're listening to music and then it just pops in and it just clicks. It feels good. It will literally vibrate your entire body when it pops in. Again, you will get excited. There's a little bit of excitement there. There's a little bit of anxiety with that because you're like, I still don't know what this word is all about. There's a mystery to it, right? But set the intention to receive the best word, which is literally you asking a frequency. You're asking for a frequency that will allow you to expand. And you becoming and embodying the best version of yourself, whatever that means to you, right? The word is a frequency that you are being asked to step into, to embody, to fully embody, so that you can have the best year ever. So let's see here. What other words? If you're here live, go ahead and throw your words in the comments. I want to see it. Consistent. Ooh, yes. It's a great concept to be shown the dark first. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is something that every time you're working with some kind of energetic container that is allowing you to expand, every time you're bringing in the light into your life, it's almost like the imagery that I'm getting is like holding a flashlight and going into a dark house. Wherever you shine that light, you'll be able to see what is in that room or what is in that corner. The light will show you what is hidden so you can bring that forward. So when you call in that frequency, You know, when I called in the energy of certainty, oh, this is cool. I'm going to share this with you guys. When I called in the energy and the frequency of certainty for 2020, I had no idea even what that was going to be, right? At the beginning of 2020, for some reason, I had this craving to dive back into my human design and just learn more about it. How many of you love human design? You know, it's a continuous work. Like it's such a deep work that you just keep digging in there. So I just started there, you know, and manifesting generator. And one thing stood out to me is that you wait to receive. But it wasn't at first, when I first learned about it, I was like, wait to receive. Okay, I'm just waiting. But it's about how you feel. Yes, the yes literally resonates or vibrates through your entire being. You will absolutely know. And that's when you move forward. And that is certainty to me. And this whole year has been like that. All my decisions, especially with business, because when it comes to business, you know, when it's personal life, I feel like it's more easier. But when it comes to business and you're interacting with other people and you're working with other people, this has really come in, like highlighted there, right? It's like when I need to make that decision, it's like a whole body, like there's no time to overthink. It's just like, yes, no, yes, no, like it's on beat, right? And it just feels good. It is done. You move forward. The other part of that is also, the challenging part that came through the growth aspect of it is that being able to reach outside of my comfort zone to actually invite people to my work, to invite people to come check out something that I'm doing. Like that was huge for me. You know, like I would get the yes, talk to this person. And it was like, I don't know. Even though I got that, you know, yes, you need to contact this person, you need to talk to them about this. And you're like, well, I don't really know them that well, you know, I don't know. But then every time I follow that, because it still is a clear yes. And so if I follow that, it was always like right on the spot. Bam, good. And it has made life so much easier. Right. And the more I did that, guess what expanded? Prosperity, the aspect of prosperity. Which usually when we think about prosperity, we're thinking about, again, abundance, money, right? But prosperity is really the energy, or for me, what it feels like, it's like the energy of having more than enough, more. And it's not just about money. It kind of encompasses every area of your life. Which means I have to define what is important for me, what brings me joy, what inspires me, what lights me up. And then I started getting more and more of that. That was prosperity. So the more certain I got, the more I listened to that yes, that inner yes, the more I moved forward with that decision, the more those areas expanded. I was able to draw to me what lit me up, what brings me joy, right? That is prosperity. So when the word, hi Sabrina, hello everyone. When the word first comes to you, again, allow it to come to you in however way it wants to come to you, right? Know this, that it's like the flashlight is going to shine and the light is going to come right in and show you how you are not in alignment with that word to begin with. But don't fret with that, because part of the process is that is bringing you into alignment, is bringing you into that centeredness with that word so that you can fully represent that word. You can fully embody that word. So don't fret just because at the beginning it gets kind of rough. Don't think that word is not still working its magic on you. Actually, it is very much so. Just know that it's just a light coming in to show you what no longer resonates, what is no longer working, so you can let that go and you can fully be in alignment with that word that comes in, the frequency that comes in. So let's see here. I love that we both got the message on in magnificence of the word. yes. Totally. Oh, totally. So, yeah. I want you to make 2021, from actually 2021 onward, very special. Now, when you are allowing the word to come in, recognize its blessing. Recognize what its purpose is for you. And most of the time, the word that comes in is not where you plan for it to be. And that's the beauty of allowing it to come to you. It's exactly what you need, but you might not know that you need it at that time until later. Or it might be until the end of the year when you're reviewing your year and you're like, oh, snap. Yeah, look at how much I've grown. I totally needed this word. Look at what I've released. Look at who I have become now. It's such a gift from the universe. You know, like the universe has so many ways of gifting us, and this is one of the big ones. It's such a fun, easy way to receive more of ourselves, to expand and become more and more of our best selves. So this is something that I do. I teach basically every single year around this time. I offer a program, and finding your word is just one aspect of it, right? Because after your word comes to you, how will you work with it? What is that word asking you to do with it? Because again, it's a container for your entire year. You also have to understand what that energy you're stepping into, like what the year, universal energy, what is that about? What is your energy working with that? What does that look like? And then from there, you'll be able to even have the clarity to set the intentions that are in alignment with both your word and the universal energies. There's an art here. And this is what I teach in my program. And I'll put the link when I'm done in the comments so you can check it out. It takes you from simply just like hoping or wishing that an intention or a goal will come to pass to receiving the intentions and the goals that are in alignment with you, that are absolutely want to be expressed in the year, in the energy. And actually, then it happens very easily. It's not you trying to fight to make something happen. It simply just happens. Is going from, well, maybe let me see if this will work. Maybe this will work. Okay, I'm going to write this down because this person wrote that they want to, achieve this. So I'm going to put that on mine too. But is it in alignment with you? Are your goals and your intentions in alignment with you? Is that how your soul wants to be expressed? Is that how your spirit wants to express itself? The goals that are for your highest good, the goals that are in your highest intention, those are the ones that will manifest and blossom and thrive. If they're not, they won't happen. Now, that is not to say the bigger goals, right? The bigger goals takes time because again, there has to be some rearranging, right? When we set big goals, it takes more than us. The people around us, the puzzle pieces needs to be rearranged. Like there's more work that needs to be done. The universe does that. So it takes a little bit longer. But here's the thing. When you understand the energy that you are playing with the year, and I'm using the year because every single year we step into a new energy. Every single month we step into a new energy. And when you understand what energies you're playing with, what energies are already doing its thing around you, and how you can harness that to use that to be your most abundant, successful, aligned, fulfilled self and have the best year ever. Yeah. Now you're talking. And that's what I teach in my program. This is a 5-week process that I walk you through. We begin by analyzing. I don't like that word because that brings you right here. But you just reviewing your past year. So you can see what worked, what didn't work. And then I walk you through a ceremony of releasing anything of that past year that is not for your highest good. And then receiving, bringing in that blessing, all of that good stuff that happens so that you can move forward with that. And then we step into the word, receiving the word, activating that word. And then we move into the different aspect where you recognize what your personal year number is, what your personal month number is, which is all energies there. Because when you know those, again, you know what you're working with and you know the support you have from these energies. Speaking of support, you also get to know your spiritual support. So your spiritual allies, your crystal ally. Every single person has a soul crystal, if you didn't know, right? That supports you. And each year there might be another crystal that comes in to support you in your intention, in your word, right? So that comes in. And we create like this beautiful blueprint for that year that you get to work with. And I also create like this monthly accountability where we come in Zoom and we kind of check in. Okay, what is your energy for this month? What is your intention? What is your goal? And then we see how all of that works together. We clear the path. We activate you so you can have the best month and the best year ever. It's an amazing program. It's the tools that I teach you there. Literally, after you're done taking this, you won't need me anymore because you just do the same thing every single month and every single year. You do the same thing. You set that same stage. Every single client who's taken this, they continue to, and it's completely changed their life. And I've been doing this for years, and every single year it gets better and better and better. And I love teaching this because I know what kind of transformation it creates in the lives that it touches. So I'll pop that in the comments, check it out, and let me know if you have any questions about that. But I hope, if anything, you took from this little talk, this little time we had together, the importance of the word, the importance of allowing that word to come to you and what that means and how it is a gift from the universe for us to expand and embody more of our sacred frequency that we're here to share with humanity so that we can have the best year after year after year ever. Growing, because of course that doesn't mean that we don't have any challenges, right? It just means that we have the tools to break through any challenges that come in our way and flourish and thrive through it. So who's with me on that? Yeah. All right, my loves, it is time. Thank you so much for receiving this from my heart to yours. Yes, let's see here. Teresa, that makes really good sense. Yes. So thank you so much for receiving this. And until next time, Sabrina, I will pop in the information so you can come in, okay? So until next time, thank you for receiving this wisdom, and from my heart to yours, have a fabulous Sunday. Bye, everyone.